Hi, my name is ottwiz and I'm going to show a quick tutorial on how to map forest landcover, because I'm going to present on Mapping USA 2024, this virtual conference, as you can see. Well, I got a request from the OpenStreetMap US Slack that maybe it would be good to see some proper video on how to make forest land cover mapping, because I know that this can be done in ID editor, but it's kind of cumbersome in my opinion. However, not all people have the opportunity to use JOSM, but those who do, it's beneficial to know some quirks and stuff, like tricks. So what you can see in JOSM, well, if you click on the edit, sorry for the big resolution, just I have a 1440p resolution monitor screen. So I click on preferences, and here in the plugins, you select the plugins menu, and I mean tab, and this tab you search for such install. I mean, I have already installed, but you search for the plugins which I mentioned here. So what you need to know is the FastDraw, because the FastDraw plugin facilitates the drawing of some features, like you are Leonardo da Vinci, or for example Munkácsi Mihály, for example, the artist, the Hungarian painter, because I'm from Hungary. So yeah. So you have this FastDraw. When you install it, you just click on OK. It will probably ask you to restart JOSM, then you restart it, and then you are done. But the main thing is that I am going to choose a download area which we may use as a test area. So, because I'm editing Western Maryland recently, well, I'm going to choose an area somewhere here, like this one. And then I will just show you how to proceed with the entire thing. So I click on some imagery. You can see, for example, Esri or Bing or Mapbox. I click on the Esri because it's more recent, as I noticed, in most areas. And you can see that there is a lot of forest that I want to cover. Well, how I distinguish the forest area that is really forest and not like private area like this? Well, to be honest, I don't map these kind of trees that are literally on private areas, but I want to put this forest cover like here because it is visible from imagery, so why not? Yeah, that is how I think. But some mappers think differently. So what I'm going to do is choose here the pencil, but the pencil it won't be shown on the default layout. So what you need to do is on the preferences, I tick here the expert mode here, as you can see, because if it's not okay, oh, it's there, nice. Okay, then you don't need it, but I usually need that because it has like a very nice features like this triangle, which is the create areas. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here you can see this area. It's kind of like a private property, but still, because it's not like just one or two trees, I'm going to add it. So I'm just tracing. Well, I won't add this because like this is nothing. So I'm just adding the core area that is visible, and also I'm taking into consideration that the area is visible from the road itself. I mean part of it. If the part, I mean that area is you can see from the road, then yeah, it should be edited. However, because you can see that there is like a small gap, I'm going to create two how to say lines here, connect them with the edges of the forest area, and then hit, for example, select these with shift, so I add it together, and I hit Alt X. Come on, do it. Yes, and it did. So it splitted it, and then I will do another time, and then hit again Alt X. Come on. Jesus. Alright. Sorry for the... Yeah, I select them. Yeah, now I split it. Yeah, I'm going to delete. Now I select this area too. Now I splitted it, so I hit Control for this in this case, but you can select the Shift lighting because the Control is the remove from the selection, the Shift is add to the selection. But yeah, I mean, you can do the thing that you may add it. I mean, like you can split like this. I will show, but of course I will Control Z. So Alt X, and yeah, it split it into two distinct areas. Nice. But that's not what we want. So I'm going to map this further. And click just draw the line. But in this case, by default, maybe it will be different for you. So when you press enter, yeah, it will maybe mess up your area what you did. So firstly, I want to say that here is the configuration which you can bring up with the Q button on your keyboard. So here as the epsilon multiplier, well, I don't know what it does, but the epsilon multiplier is something like connected with how when you push the up and down arrow keys, then how it makes the multiplication, maybe the addition of the area. So when you, for example, if you push the area like further or less, maybe then that's how accurate will be the area. So for example, if you draw like very precisely, but you want to simplify it, like then you lower the number of edges, not the edges, but the nodes. So this is the kind of the thing what you need to think about. The starting epsilon is 1.2 because, well, by the default is 1.5, but it messes up things very easily. So that's why I have this set up. The maximum points count per 1 kilometer, or like I don't know how much feet is imperial. So it's like 0.6 miles as far as I know, 0.62 miles. 250 nodes, and then enter key mode is auto simplify, but it can be as safe as is, but maybe I do the simplification because sometimes it can be a lot. And also there is the auto tag ads, which is a natural wood, which I entered here because by default it won't do anything. So yeah, snap to nodes is by default it's ticked, add fixed nodes, points to a spacebar, it is also ticked. Yeah, cool. So yeah, let me just wait a minute because I'm going to get dried, so we'll be back. Okay, I just drank water, so now I'm fresh again. So I created another forest area again. I'm going to create another forest area, like just this. Enter. I just like so I hold my mouse button. That is very important. So I hold my mouse button, click on the endpoint, hit enter again, and it's done. Of course, there are some areas like this which may contain some shrubberies. Then I just select this area, and maybe I contain this entire area here. Yeah. And then Control Z, yeah, because I just messed up. Like here. And I just hit F. So when I want to like to snap on nodes like this easily, just I follow the line with F. So I just do the rest and natural scrub, because it mostly scrub, because okay, there are some trees but not much. It's like more like yeah, but if it's mostly trees, then okay, it's trees. But yeah, this is the way I think. But for example, this one is a shrubbery area. It is clearly visible. Let's see you from Bing. Yeah, it's clearly. Actually, this is also like more dwarf shrubbery or something like that. So yeah, you need to make some decisions on how this, and yeah, these are dwarf forests, but okay, we'll do that. Okay. But yeah, but now I'm focusing mostly on the forests. So I'm going to trace the outline like this, and okay, I see here a creek. Because it's not a river, I just map it through like this. But my main point how I map forests is I don't go through the road, or just rarely when it is clearly visible that the road can be seen from the imagery itself. But these are very rare occasions. So as you can see, this forested area is pretty big, and yes, this is what makes makes the time from the, or still like from these mapping adventures, or how I should express myself. So you get it. It takes a lot of time to make it perfect, and I don't do it perfect. So sometimes there may be like smaller gaps that I haven't filled. Feel free to correct it, but mostly I try to uh, make it better. And also, you may have the question that how I would tag it. I mean, you would be precise if you tagged with some proper tags, but I don't do more than natural wood. I mean, okay, if you know that it is a deciduous forest, or maybe an evergreen forest, then you tag it with the proper tag, of course. Or maybe you add the proper taxon, because why not? Then you add, for example, hardwood, or maybe some oak wood, or fir, maybe some spruce, and so on. So yeah, but these are just the minor details, of course. But in my opinion, I mean, these are just in my current view, it's more negligible, because I'm a couch mapper from Hungary. It means that if I really wanted to tag something with proper tags, firstly, I may go to visit the area. Of course, this is not evitable for me, because it would cost a lot of money, of course. But yeah, you get the point. So, well, I'm going to connect this area, and then I will just stop the video. Of course, if you have any questions, please tell me and I'll try to help. But yeah, I will show you actually in this video that how the simplification feature works. Of course, there is two methods which I'm aware of, which is the shift by what is default in the JOSM, but of course this one's a simplification tool. So yeah. Anyways, so you can see, of course, I may need to download this area. Yeah. So you can see there is some pond here. I will draw it first because yeah, it's visible. However, you may ask me that okay, this is private property. However, it can be seen from imagery. But of course, I won't draw. I mean, oh yeah, that if you draw the house, why not raise the pond itself? I mean, yeah. However, I don't draw anything. I mean, because yeah, private sphere and stuff you may consider. Yeah. For example, this part of the trees won't belong to the forest, so uh, what I'm drawing. So I try to consider what really belongs and what not. Yeah, I need to download this. Okay. Of course, I'm comparing with the other imageries like this one, the S3, so I can have a quality check. if I did it if I did it well. Of course, I've got the clarity beta, but it's really old. Like it's from 2011. So well, it may be used as a reference, but not really good because it's age. So okay, I'm just going to pause the video. So back to the video. So what you can see, I connected it together. Okay, so firstly, you can see that I made some decisions with this forest area here. So I need to, firstly, I'm dragging the nodes so I can have a better like point of view here. So what you can see that it is not accurate, but if I hit, oh, so I haven't put, nice. So you can see if I hit the shift button, then it will grow, make the area of the placing of the nodes bigger. So they will be like more distant than than how would you place it. I mean than before. But if you push the down arrow, then it will just shrink it. So you can see that it creates a huge area, but now I'm deleting these with backspace. But it is also an important feature. If you miss something, then you hit the backspace. But of course, if I'm getting this bigger with the shift, I mean the arrow keys, then it will make the area more sparse. I mean the placement of the nodes sparse. So I'm going to hit enter first, and now it gets into the completion phase, or maybe like the fine tuning. And now I can hit the up key, which with which I can make the area with a lot less nodes, but it's less accurate. If I do now with the down keys, then it's more accurate. So you can see that it makes a lot of difference here. So now, because the area is ready, I'm going to choose what accuracy I want to need. Maybe this one. I hit enter, and now it's done. So you can see it is really accurate. However, I can fine tune it with this with the shift Y, the simplify way. So it says I want to have maximum error, for example 2 meters, because it's enough. I click on it and it simplified it. It's really important because sometimes, like as you could see, that there are a lot of unnecessary nodes that are just for the fine tuning. That there you can allow some error in this entire phase. I mean area, so it won't look uglier. However, if you have, for example, an error rate of 10 meters, maybe it's kind of ugly then. It's inaccurate. So 2 meters is nothing, actually. Scrub, yeah. So that was the mapping forest land cover in a nutshell from my side. However, I want to also state that there are some features like leaf type, because I am seeing that it is pretty much a weird mixture, because sometimes I can see there are some evergreen, there are some deciduous trees, so I'm going to go for mixed. And I was wrong in the pronunciation, so deciduous. Sorry, just I don't use that word often. Okay. So this is how would you tag, because this is actually like an evergreen. These are deciduous. So yeah, it's a weird mixture, but because I'm making it an entire area, so yeah, that's it from my side. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and yeah, I try to answer in my free time when I have some kind of free time. So thanks for watching.